So if I tell you your blood pressure is 120/80, are you gonna be happy? You must be happy, right? But if you find out your mean arterial pressure number, which is a third number, if it's in range, then you should be jumping and you should be more happier than to know your systolic and diastolic blood pressure, right? So during your Nclex exam, you are going to see some question about mean arterial pressure, which is known as MAP, right? So during your exam, you have to do a little bit of math in order to get your answer correct. So in this video, I'm going to share another great trick where you will be able to solve your mean arterial pressure immediately within few seconds via using only 2 steps. So at the end of the video, we're gonna do 4 practice questions and you will see how easy it is for you to solve all those 4 problems within less than 30 seconds, right? So if I have to explain you in simple word what is mean arterial pressure means. So mean arterial pressure means if your main organs like kidney, brain or eyes, if they are getting enough blood perfusion. If they are getting enough blood perfusion, that means they're gonna work happily, right? But if they're not gonna get enough blood perfusion, that means it will prompt to that organ failure. So what is a normal number? So normal number should be 65 to 110, right? That's a normal mean arterial pressure number, 65 to 110. Your number should come in between those. But if your number is coming less than 60 or less than 65 or more than 110, that means that is going towards organ failure or could create more major problems beside organ failure, right? So could create more problems. So that's why mean arterial pressure is very important number, then that should come in between 65 to 110, right? Mean arterial pressure also measure the flow, resistance and pressure in your artery during one heartbeat, right? So now I'm gonna share a trick with you where you will be able to solve all your mean arterial pressure question within few seconds. So the trick is only just one word. Once you know this word, you will be able to solve today, tomorrow, forever. Very simple, easy trick. You just need to know only one word. The word is sad. That's it. If you know the sad word, that's it. You will be able to solve all your problem. So SAD, right? That is sad, right? But we're gonna add another D, SADD, sad, and then divide by 3. That will give you your answer immediately. So let's practice question. We're gonna practice 4 questions and you will be able to solve yourself by using SAD formula. SAD, SADD. Then whatever the answer you get, you have to divide by 3. Remember that. So now you must be wondering what is SAD meaning. So SAD meaning is S for systolic, A for add, D for diastolic, and another add diastolic. So systolic plus diastolic, whatever the answer you will get, you have to just divide by 3 to get your mean arterial pressure. So we're gonna do 4 practice question and you will see how easy, simple it is for you to crack all your answer immediately, right? Let's practice. So let's do first question. As I mentioned you have to know this word, right? SAD. SAD, then add another D. That's mean systolic. As for systolic, A for add means plus, right? Diastolic, and then another diastolic, add another diastolic. That is the formula. And then what you have to do, whatever you get the answer, you divide by 3. So now let's practice. First question. Patient blood pressure is 220/118. What is the patient mean arterial pressure? So during your exam, Nclex, they're gonna give you this question like this kind. So you have to solve it. So what is systolic blood pressure? Systolic is 220, right? Then A for add plus diastolic, which is 118, and then another diastolic plus 118 again. So whatever the answer you will get, you have to divide by 3. Divide by 3. Sorry. So let's calculate this number first. So let's do it. So 220 plus diastolic, which is 118, then another diastolic 118 will give you 456, right? 456, and 456 you have to divide by 3, will give you 152. So that is your answer, right? So let's see what is our answer. So our answer is 152, answer D. See, simple, right? So now you know the trick. Let's do another practice question. So patient blood pressure 160 over 102. What is the mean arterial pressure? So try to solve yourself, right? So 160, right? 160 plus diastolic, which is 102, and another diastolic 102, right? And then whatever the answer you get, you have to divide by 3. Will give you your answer. So let's do it. Oopsie. So 160 plus 102 plus 102 will give you 364, right? So 364 divided by 3 will give you 121. So 364 divided by 3 will give us 121. So where is the 121 in this one? Option B is your final answer. C, easy, right? And the last question we're gonna do, patient blood pressure 80 over 56. So what is 80 over 50? So let's solve this one. 80 over 56. So 80 systolic plus diastolic, 56 plus diastolic. So divide whatever the answer you get, you have to divide by 3, right? So let's calculate this. So 80 plus 56 plus 56 will give us 192, and then divide by 3 will give us 64, right? So that is your answer, 64, which is answer D. See how simple it is by using SAT formula. Now another thing I want to mention. So as I mentioned, if your number is in between 65 to 110, that's a normal mean arterial pressure number, right? If it's less than 65 or greater than 110, that means it's going towards organ failure. So for example, if your organs not receiving enough perfusion, they are going towards organ failure or any major health problem. So our first answer was, what was our first answer? Our first answer was 152, right? So it's going greater than 152, right? So that means your artery is having too much pressure, and heart is working very hardly, going towards bad side, right? So that is all going towards bad side, this one. Next one we got 121. 121, see, also is higher side, also going towards bad side. Lastly we got 64. So this is all of them out of 3. This is the so far fine numbers, little bit closer to the normal range. So you got my point, right? That means organ, they are not perfusing well. Either they have very low pressure or they have very high pressure. That is going towards organ failure. So that was a simple, easy trick for you guys, right? So now on you will be able to solve whenever you see your Nclex exam. Because Nclex exam, if you give this answer correct, your bar will go up. It's gonna go up, right? Because this considered under mathematical question, right? So this is a tough question. So if you give answer, your bar should go up. We want to go up. Each time your bar should go up. So based on this easy formula, you should be able to solve. And I want you to share this trick with your friend, co-worker, or whoever going to nursing school or nursing students. When you see them, share them, teach them, right? I hope this is a great technique for you to learn today, right?